Yellowwood Guiding offers wildflower walks, and Rocky Mountain National Park doesn't disappoint. With over 1,000 species of flowers to find, it can be an amazing day out in the field. Early in the spring buttercups start to bloom right in the first week of April, and as the season progresses, early spring can really become a beautiful, colorful place as the world just starts to come alive. The pasque flower is everyone's favorite, and it's just a great way to see a big flower. But Rocky Mountain National Park is really about the tundra. And the tundra species are really diverse, like the alpine primrose, growing really low to the ground, the little alpine sunflower the size of a quarter, or the big alpine sunflower the size of a saucer, always facing east. We have succulents up on the tundra, like the king's crown, amazing flowers, or the little snow buttercups peeking up through the snow. We have alpine fleabanes and mascambons, all types of amazing flowers. And the end of the season brings the Arctic gentian, a really cool flower. Rocky has its fair share of exotic flowers, like the fairy slipper, a little orchid in the forest. We have big flowers in the forest too, like the wood lily. Along the little creeks we have the shooting star. And we have common plants, Indian blanket, with amazing yellow flower, big huge flower. We have poisonous flowers like the larkspur, but it's really all about pollination, and that's where the columbine's a perfect example of that for hummingbirds. Or look at the Rocky Mountain bee plant that actually gets bees on it. It's really cool. The geranium leading insects in of all types with their faint little lines. And the insects play a huge part on the way the flowers are designed and how they're manipulated. We have amazing flowers with amazing stories, like the false dandelion, relative of the common dandelion. Or how violets, they actually have ants plant their seeds. Or the pearly everlasting, a flower that you could cut and it literally would stay and bloom for weeks. We got paintbrushes, these are parasitic, they feed off other plants. Or the linen producing common flax. Plants can have some really amazing stories, like the active ingredient in cough medicine is actually the bark of a cherry tree, or how the gall actually helped create civilization as we know it. Plants that grow galls, you can ground up that gall and add iron filings and you make a permanent ink. Some of the first writings known to man are created with gall-based ink. We used it for a long time. So Rocky Mountain National Park has some amazing flowers, from amazing orchids to our wild roses. There's just plenty to see on a wildflower safari. So head out with me and we can see plenty, and I'll see you in the park.